What is up, everybody? Oh, man. Wait, can we just watch this for a little bit? Because I love the Gear Gigant. I love this whole thing. It's so, like... Yu-Gi-Oh! Has done a bunch of, like, Power Rangers things. Like, Super Quantum is kind of Power Rangers. Whatchamacallit? Masked Hero was Super Sentai. So, there's a bunch of, like, Power Rangers stuff. Gear is, like, the most Zord Power Rangers thing I've ever seen in my life, and I love it. Hello, I never post my doodles. Welcome to the stream. To the stream! Oh. If I secure my #1 spot now, I don't have to try so hard later. That's absolutely fair. Alright, let's get it going. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it stupid in here, as they would say in the non-radio edit of that song, which I never understood. Like, let's get it started in here. Maybe it doesn't hit as hard as stupid, and it's the unfortunate, like, the radio edits and stuff regarding dismantling bonuses, but cards newly eligible for the dismantle bonus generated after it is released will not be eligible for the dismantle bonus. When dismantling cards, if a player has both cards eligible for the dismantle bonus and cards ineligible, the cards eligible will be dismantled first. Cards obtained from packs following the Forbidden Limited List update are not eligible for dismantle bonus. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so when they ban cards now, when cards become forbidden and, like, limited and stuff, you don't get a bonus for dismantling them anymore? I didn't know that you did get a bonus for dismantling them, but that's stupid. That makes no sense. That, like, it should be... You should incentivize players to dismantle the forbidden cards. What the hell, Konami? Here I've been singing your praises week after week. Time after time. Time after time. And you pull shit like... Anyway. Hey Ole, welcome to the stream. How you been? How's life? How's everything treating you guys? Oh, we're playing it with a new deck today, by the way. This is my Mimighoul deck. Yeah, I finally finished it, kind of, sort of, not really, but yeah, but like enough. But like enough to play it. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. I don't know the song well enough to continue the next lyric. Praising Konami, that was your first mistake. Ooh, that's fair. I've ruined my cred amongst the, Wait, what does this card do again? Reveal 2 flip monsters. Okay. I will reveal this. And this. This? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, so it's not like 2 at a time. Skadoosh. Which means this one gets added to my hand. Hell yes. I'm going to special summon this to the field. Yeah. And then Archfiend flips this. So the fun thing about Mimighoul is that it's, they're all mimics. They all come from treasure chests. They're all like level 1 low-level creatures that come from these treasure chests. It's adorable. I love them so much. And I am going to... I mean, giant, right? Yeah, I think we go giant. I will add 1 Mimighoul card from my deck to my hand. And I'm gonna add... this one. Mimighoul Charm. This one is great. Ooh. I will add a monster. Thank you. Let's get Kerberos. I'll activate the effect. Place it there. And I'll summon Master. Yes. I will add slime. Why not? Face-up cards on the field. On the field to the number of face-down monsters your opponent controls, destroy them. If you do, inflict 1,000 damage for each. I'm going to do this. Put that there. And do this. Put this there as well. And now I'm basically set up. So the cool thing about Charm is that if I flip monsters over, or my opponent like flips monsters face up, which is the whole point of this deck basically, I get to summon things from their extra deck, which is awesome. Oh shit, are you using the Suship deck? Hell yeah, okay. One face down monster to face up attack position. Sorry. I'm going to do this one. I think that was fairy. No, that's slime. Oh well. But I'll be able to summon a Mimighoul monster. So. And I'll be able to activate Charm. Let's see how this goes. I promise that I will do the... I'll look at the chat more in a moment. I will special summon... Archfiend. Why not? And I will flip this. I mean, I don't have the space for any of this, so it may be a waste, but still. Oh, dang it. Ding dang doodles. Yeah, okay, I'll put this over here. That's crazy, though. This is the boss monster of their deck. Holy shit. And I banished a bunch of their cards. Okay, let me get back on the chat. Fuck Konami, because Konami is Konami, and Konami is the worst. James Stephanie Sterling. Did Stephanie Sterling do that? I don't remember that video. Target one face down monster. Yeah, let's do that, because this stops them from activating effects of monsters special summoned from the hand. So any of these cards' effects cannot activate. Cannot be activated. We just ruined their turn. Anyway, hey guys, how are you all? I was kind of otherwise occupied last week. What were you occupied with, Ole? Oh, you say so in the next line. I took my annual summer trip to my grandparents' mountain cabin. Ole, I love mountain cabins. I am you know what? Slap me on a thin slice of bread and shove me in a lunchbox because I am jelly, my man. Mountain cabins are wonderful, and you live in you live in Norway, which means it's nice and snowy. Although you said summer trip, so it's probably not snowy, but like still, it's really cool. Sweet, a mountain cabin sounds lovely. Exactly. It is, always has been. Hell yeah, dude. I'm really glad that you had a nice trip. Did you enjoy your time up there? Don't use my name as a curse. I can do whatever the hell I want with doodles. I produce doodles on this channel, you might say. It wasn't a video, it was a recurring end segment of their videos. Oh. I mean, fair enough, yeah, Konami is bad. Like, Bandai Namco is also bad. But Bandai Namco makes Digimon, and I love Digimon. But they're not a great company. And they do not great things. What are you gonna attack? Probably that, yeah. That tracks. I love this. I've talked about it before, but I love this violin, man. I love that the eye that my my little treasure chest is on, it looks like it's like thumping to the beat of the violin. My trip was very lovely. Hung out with my grandparents a bunch, read some nice books, took some good bracing walks to the nearby heights. Awesome! Hell yeah! Did you get a good look at some of the like gorgeous views? I have to assume that the views are so gorgeous there. Alright. This might prove to be an issue, but we'll see. We will see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. The biggest issue is that I can't link anything away. Because... obviously, because links aren't available in this. Okay. I am gonna do this. Do you have an effect? What are you gonna get rid of? I still have your dragon. Even if you get rid of my master and my giant, I still have your dragon. Fool. Fool. Foolish fool. Who fooled so foolishly? Oh, you're getting rid of Charm? That makes sense. Okay, you're getting rid of Giant and Charm. It's not great. Okay, Daily Special. Daily Special, you're gonna add Suship cards to your hand. That's fine. But you don't have a Shari in hand, so I choose the card. I will choose this one. I'll send it there. And then I'll add cards to my hand. This might take some figuring out, to be honest. Oh, I can add Giant back into the extra deck, so I can still, like, link stuff, well, not link, XZ stuff into it. Then let's attack. I will attack this. Oh, it can't be destroyed by battle. That's right. Cannot be destroyed by battle. I'll attack this. And then it can be destroyed by my dragon's effect. Oh, does it not? It doesn't trigger if... Okay. That sucks for me. I should have Raigeki'd. God damn it. Oh well, we can do this. We'll see. Do you have a negate of some kind? Oh, you do have a negate. Okay. Alright. That's fair enough. I'm gonna have to find a different way to trigger it. To destroy that creature. Hey, Jono! Jono! How's it going? How's it going today? It's going pretty good. Today's my birthday. I've turned a number. I've turned an age. And I get to spend it playing card games with people on the internet, which is delightful. I spent a large portion of my day watching Digimon, so it's been pretty good so far. Oh, also, fun that we're playing against a sushi deck, because I ate sushi earlier, so... This is like my stomach is coming to fight me. Excuse you, Doodles. It's my 11th birthday. Thank you very much. Oh, neat. Happy birthday. I'm glad you turned an age. Thank you so much, Jono. Oh, you walked by sheep? You walked by sheep, Ole? My trip was, oh, I already read that. What books did you read? I know you last time you told us you read that like Japanese murder mystery, which is awesome. But, have you read anything else? We sort of did some good bracing walks in the Oblivion stream on Wednesday. I'm not sure walk is the verb I would have used for what we did on the Oblivion stream. We more forced a horse to disobey the laws of nature than anything else. There are free-range sheep up there who walk around and graze. That's wonderful. I can share some pictures on the server. Please do. My grandmother built the cabin with her dad when she was about 12, 13, which would have been in the late 1950s. Holy crap. That's awesome. Ole, your family sounds amazing, dog. Congrats. Also, I'm glad that you have this cool space that you can live with. You can live in. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Declare one Gunkin... Gunkin... Yeah. You can get this one. Shireu. Shirau. Shireu. No, it's Shireu. Why do I keep doubting myself? Tea. Tea from my favorite mug. Tea from my favorite face. From my mug into my mug. Yeah, my grandparents are up there a lot, both in their 80s and still hanging on. Hell yeah, dude! And they're still going to their cabin. That's awesome. Man, sometimes in this world, you get some really wonderful moments. Some really delightful and truly glorious little tidbits about people's family, about like their lives and everything, and I'm so happy that your grandparents are still like kicking it. The other two as well, just on the other side of the family. Hell yeah, Ole. All of my grandparents, I only met one of them. She was cool though. She was a cool lady. She gambled a lot, apparently. I never knew her during her gambling days. Apparently she both won a car and lost a car in the same night. I don't know why I'm picturing the cabin from the 70s Heidi anime, but that's what I'm imagining. The what anime? Heidi? What's that one about? Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, it sucks, but like, you know, whatevs. I never knew, like I said, never knew them. Didn't know if I was missing out on anything. Okay, so attacking a flip monster doesn't trigger the flip. Idea of the Alps? I've never seen it. I only ever met two of my great-grandparents, once when I was very little. Well, I'm glad that you still get to hang out with your grandparents, as they are now. Hang on. I have to think about this. This has not gone well for me in the interim. Chalk deck is kind of crazy. Chalk deck, this is a level 5 card? Damn. Well, if the Mimighoul deck doesn't work out too well, we can always switch to a sushi deck, or we can go and do some like regular ranked, and I can show off the branded deck, or the non-butchered Mimighoul deck that has all of the other bits in it. There must be something that stopped it from activating, surely. Flip monsters obviously activate on attack. I mean, maybe it's one of their effects or something? I don't know. Okay, well, how are we gonna get ourselves out of this one? How are we gonna... Well, I can get Mimigul Master back. And then summon this, and I'll add another Mimigul to my hand. I guess dragon? What's your attack? Do you have something? Another water monster is destroyed by... You can detach up to 2 materials. Maybe they had something else that stopped it. Anyway. Just gonna end the turn. And then we'll see. You got an Afrikaans dub? What? And was like a big thing when we finally got TVs in South Africa. Bro, you and I weren't alive when we finally got TVs in South Africa. What the fuck are you talking about? But like, yeah, okay. I'll check it out sometime. It's wild that it got an Afrikaans dub of all things. You asked about books. Yes, I started on one I'm still reading, a piece of historical fiction. Okay, hang on. Let me do this. Okay, we're gonna flip this to defense position. Hell yes. This has at least bought us another turn. I mean, fuck, I should have put it in an attack position. God damn it. Okay, I didn't think about that. Alright, well that's my bad. That's my B, everybody. The sushi in your stomach is dunking on you, BTW. Shush. Shush, Jono. Shush. A piece of historical fiction about a couple of Jewish mercenaries helping an exiled prince win back his kingdom. That rules. What? That's awesome. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're thinking with portals. We're gonna Mimigul Maker into cards from the deck, huh? I guess I'll get Cerberus. And I'll get Archfiend. Okay. That's gonna let me draw a card. We get Cerberus. Yes. I'll special summon it like that. And I will add Archfiend to my hand, because I can play it, use it to flip that Archfiend. Then I can make Giant. To attack position. I'll play this. We're gonna make This might actually be great. But no, let's make Giant out of these two. And I'll add a card from the deck. I'll add Charm. Which, this might be stupid because I don't actually have any Mimiguls on the field. But hey, then let's end the turn. Jonah, what the fuck kind of sorcery are you using to take the ranks so fast with so few comments? I don't know. Gentleman of the Road by Michael Chabon. Awesome. If you wouldn't mind putting that in the Discord as well, then I can look at it later. The unfortunate thing is that I haven't been active on the Discord lately because my phone kind of crapped out. It just didn't. Its battery was like, no, actually. Let's do this. I'll summon this to my opponent's side of the field. And I will change the battle position of that. Nice. Nice. Alrighty. Well, we're making a comeback now. I'm gonna do this. I'll change this to attack position. Do you not have parents? What were your parents doing then? My parents weren't watching anime. My parents were watching, like... Well, my dad was playing soccer at the time. And my mom was, I think, doing dance? What's this? Yeah. I'm going to do this. And summon... Huh. I guess Master? Master is probably the best. Summon that. Yes. I'll add armor. Why not? Activate. Put it over here. And then do battle. Okay, well, I could have killed that with Fiend. That sucks. And we'll just sort of... I think the best thing to do is to just leave it for now. No, that's not good. Because that's... Let's activate this effect. No, let's not activate this effect. God. I'm so stupid. Okay, we'll do this. I'll destroy one. And inflict 1,000 damage. There we go. I need to read cards more. You can play Brandon in the Fusion Link Festival if you haven't completed it yet. I have completed it. I am a blue and purple clad assassin, as they say. The author is Jewish himself and has just made a bit of a thing about just writing books with Jewish characters and ideas in them. Good for him. Yeah, I mean... I think that's absolutely fair enough. You know? They say write what you know. And what you know tends to be the life you've led and the culture that you're from. Holy crap, I'm lucky with this thing. So first of all, YouTube's leaderboard system is crap, and second of all, I think it's because I show up somewhat frequently and chat a lot. I don't know how it works. I truly like... aside from the, if you do a super chat, you get given the top rank, basically, until someone else does the super chat. Aside from that, it seems to be almost entirely random. Okay, so we're just gonna fight, I think. You destroyed my Mimighoul master like 3 or 4 times this game. It's only fair that he gets to kill you. We did it. Hell yeah, that was like my second Mimighoul game ever. It had a member of Studio Ghibli team working on the anime. What? I'm gonna be so for real with you right now. If the member of the team member that worked on that anime was not Hayao Miyazaki, I probably don't know them. I am not well versed in general Studio Ghibli employees. Hey, we have 400, well, we're about to have 500. We might have enough for a pack opening at the end of this stream. God knows what pack that'll be. Alright, so, what do you guys want to see? Should we do branded in ranked, or open up a room, or should we keep trying to do this festival a bit? We're one win away from getting, like, 100 extra gems. GG, thank you. Poor Mimigal Master, he's experienced life and death so many times. I mean, he's a lich. I think that's part and parcel with it. Hey, Rix. Branded in rooms? I don't mind doing that. Let's open up some rooms, baby. Let's open up some rooms. Unfortunately, I've only played like 3 matches with my branded deck, and it's only been against the computer. So don't expect too much from me. This is a private room. Create room. Create room. Room details. Copy room ID. There's the room ID, everyone. This is my new voice. My new talking voice. What I use for talking and such. Black Magic? Hey, what's up? Welcome to the room. I'm gonna change my deck to on brand. Select deck. I think I did. Look, here's the thing. Giorno is the one that, like, basically got me onto branded. I was thinking about doing branded, and it is purely because Giorno wanted, or like, what's the word? Encouraged me, that I ended up making this deck. So I will have to fight Giorno first, I think. And Giorno, you might have to tell me what your name is. Because if you're Black Magic, you gotta tell me the last time you were not that. Oh, hell, wait, whoa, Rix. You made some garlic bread, homie? Did you, bring for the class? Haha, I have privileges. No, I'm named Kaiser. Okay, I'll wait for you to join the room. As you guys can see, the room ID. Maybe I should just pin the room ID so that people know it. Does the pinning pin multiple messages? No, it doesn't. It's just the one. It's just the one, He-Man. Only the one message may be pinned, He-Man, you fool. Evelyn, you boob. I'm psyched to duel with you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw that you built Malice. That's fine. That's okay. We'll live. I'll live. I was busy making garlic bread. First time I made them. They're really tasty. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Also, welcome to the stream. It's time to duel. I'm sorry I ate them all. That's absolutely understandable and totally fair and incredibly valid, Rix. All of those. Jono, if you stream snipe me, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, we have the same... We have the full Despian theater. Holy crap. Malice piss. Malice piss. I didn't have more to that joke. I just wanted to say piss. Alright, so I remember the deal with Malice is that the gem in the middle is complete. Well, kind of. It has a big old, like, gold rod sticking through it. But yeah, the whole deal with Malice is that you banish the cards, you pay 300 life, the cards come back. The sucky thing about that is I feel like Malice would work super good with, like, Punk. If Punk was more prone to Link summoning, or if Malice was more prone to, non-Link summoning, I feel like Malice would work so good with Punk. Because, like, what's that? What's the Psychic Archfiend, or, like, Psychic Master or something that it gains attack points equal to how many like the difference between your life points and your opponent's, and and it can't be affected if your life points are lower than your opponent's. Like, that would be a great boss monster for Malice. Psychic End Punisher, that's it. Thank you, Rix. Psychic End Punisher would be a great boss monster for Malice. Or maybe Gold Rush? Gold Pride? That's the one. Like, would Gold Pride work with Malice well? Because it also works... Oh, it's called Pep? I love that. It's my Pep. My Pep Pop. My Peps. My Pepsi Max. My Pepsi Maximum. I wonder if Gold Pride would work with Malice, because, like, all the Gold Pride effects only trigger if your life points are lower than your opponent's. It doesn't matter how much lower. Malice locks you into Link. That sucks. I hate it when archetypes are like that. Put some pep in your step. Put some pepper in that stepper. Come on, Jimmy. Put some pepper in that stepper. There's Punk cards. Well, they're technically Punk is an acronym. It's like it's P-U-N-K, but yes, the community just calls them Punk. I don't know what the acronym stands for, but they're all like DJs that summon spirit animals. Based on Japanese myth, I think? Or like just Japanese symbology? I don't know. I think it's myth, because it's like a kitsune and like a koi fish is one. They're based on art? Oh! But they're cool. I like the punk cards a lot. I just never ended up using them very much. I used them a lot at one point when I had them in my Invoke deck, I want to say. Yukio is an art style? Oh, okay. I don't know what Yukio is. Is it like painting? Or light, like using light to paint in the air with light? Something. DJs in punk? What? No. Someone hasn't listened to pop punk. If they can have rap in a punk song, they can have DJs. Yeah, painting, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna Google it while this happens. Yukio. Yu-Gi-Oh! Ukiyo-e is a genre of Japanese art that flourished from the... Its artists produced woodblock prints and paintings of such subjects as female beauties, kabuki actors, and sumo wrestlers, scenes from history and folk tales, travel scenes and landscapes, flora, fauna, and erotica. Oh, this is where that famous, like, Japanese painting of the wave comes from. Oh, okay. But it's woodblock prints, so it's like, oh, God, what's the name of the one we do here? It's like... Oh, God. Doodles, do you know where they like, get a piece of wood and then they have a mold and they just sort of, like, press ink onto it? Or not even a piece of wood, like paper. Alright. There's a reason it's called pop punk and not just punk. Yeah, because it's pop. It pops. Because it's your pip pop. I am somewhat lost, you might say. I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. You have a Dominus card? Oh, God. Jono. Jono. It's like you invited me to do some, like, training, and then you brought a knife, and you were like, train this, idiot. Sure. I'm gonna super poly, into this. And then what should I add for my deck? Ugh. Ooh. Actually, this is great because you're going to be banishing creatures a lot. That hot crypto doesn't point to a monster. What does that mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do the words you're saying mean? So Malice seems to just be like, you summon a whole bunch of link monsters and you link off into like a really big strong link monster. But also you can never really lose your monsters because they can like resummon themselves from banishment a lot. Oh no, you're going to target some of my cards and banish them, aren't you? Oh no, you're going to target some of your cards and banish them, aren't you? Oh no! Jono, did you find out I have branded regained and you did all of the, or is this just part of your thing? God damn it. Giorno, stop doing this. Sucks that Impulse doesn't negate the activation. You would have been able to activate another branded fusion. Wait, okay, so Impulse only negates the effect. It doesn't negate the activation is what you're saying. So if I had another brand of fusion in hand, I would have been able to activate it. Heart Crypto, the monster he ended on, makes you unable to negate its effects if it points to a monster. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. I do have a Heart Crypto. I'm also building, like, I'm gonna make it sound like I'm so mad at this. I'm building a Malice deck. Currently. Yeah, let's do this. Gonna make it so that none of these monsters have attack points anymore. And then I'm going to destroy one of them. If I get your life low enough, you're not going to be able to activate your effects, which is... This is the issue with cards that use life as a resource. That if I do this well enough, you just can't. It's just a no. It's just a no for me, dog. Well, I want to kill Heart's Crypto. Because I feel like that's the big one. That's the big one. But I feel like Jono has an effect that I don't know of. Tentacles. Our tentacles can play! Okay, wait, we have to be quick about this. Boop, boop. Not quite. Okay. Shuffle into the deck, banish one card of the field. Okay, so you're banishing my branded regained. My branded, yeah. That I got the name right. Whoop, I don't want to cancel out a battle. Okay, that's going to take you down to 700. So if you can only activate your effect like what? Twice more? And then I guess this. And then end turn. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how we do. Chessy Cat. Actually, I actually accidentally made a Malice deck while pulling for the Tenyi stuff, lol. I mean, the amount of accidental decks you make, Rix, is crazy. Where's the Cheshire Cat? Oh, there's a girl who has white hair called Chessy Cat. I think she has cat ears as well. That's the Cheshire Cat. Yeah, because Branded Fusion says you can only activate one Branded Fusion per turn. Oh, okay. So it doesn't negate... Okay. I'm confused. Wait. So it doesn't negate activation. Wouldn't that mean that I wouldn't have been able to activate another Branded Fusion? Because it would have still... It still would have said, like, I activated. It negates the effect. You can't activate it again. Okay, I got confused. Your boy got confused. Yeah, that's why it sucks. Yeah, the Dominus cards really kind of mess me up a lot of the time. Most of the time. Or was that a thing and I can't see on my tiny screen? I don't know that... Well, a Chessy Cat might be on the field right now. Now, that's March Hare. You have Chessy Cat somewhere? Let's see. White Rabbit, Dormouse. Yeah, this is Chessy Cat. You see, the tail is like a USB port, and they've got like kitty things, and they're ambiguous. They're very gender. How did you regain all of that life while I wasn't looking? Oh my god. They're very strong. The Dominus cards or Malice? Because, agree to both. Agree to both, actually. Did you gain a whole bunch of life? Malice is crazy, dude. What? Well, 3 or more of your Malice traps with different names are banished. Malice link monsters you control gain 3,000 attack. What? You control a Malice link monster. Your opponent's monsters can only target Malice link monsters for attacks. What the fuck is this card? This lets you banish from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And gives like 3,000 attack. I can only target them for attack. So if he summons like an Appaloosa or like a Firewall Dragon or something, that's insane. I'm definitely building this deck. What? That's crazy. Okay. Sure. I'll special summon a Fallen of Albaz. Oh. No Albaz for me. No Albaz for this boy. 0 Albaz. Damn, the art is cute. It's a very waifu deck. That's my only problem with Malice, is I hate the waifu decks. Because it like, I look at it and I'm just like... The art is cool or cute or whatever, but part of my mind will always be like, someone somewhere is doing horrible things to themselves at the thought of this. You should look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Punk Amazing Dragon Doodles. It has to be the best art of a card. I will look it up as soon as this game is over. I'll go out of the room and I'll show it on stream. It's pretty good. I know nothing about this game. I just want to look at cards. Then you haven't been listening. No attention paid. Ridiculous. Ridiculous and silly, and how dare you? How dare you not be learning from my streams? I sure as shit am not. It has a great animation. Caught in 4K. Alright, Jono. You done did it. You defeated me. Handed me my whole ass. Thanks for the duel. Alright, I'm sorry. That's pretty good. Alright, just give me a sec while I go, right, new. The worst part about... I like the pump cards a lot. The worst part about them is looking them up, because I can't just type in their names. I have to do this bullshit. Which is not Jam Drive. It's Amazing Dragon, right? Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. That rules. Yeah, as I told you, I'm sorry. This shit is amazing. It's just a shame I already had a bunch of, like, synchro decks. Also, the punk deck is kind of expensive. I can't afford it. The branded deck, I'm still getting used to. I can see why people like it. It is a lot. It's kind of a lot to hold in my head all at once. But I think I just need to practice with it. I might not do WizBiz. WizBiz was the deck I was gonna create. This is a deck I had a long time ago. Which was, it's Dogmatica Invoked. It's just got sort of like your basic general, like, send to the graveyard fusion monsters, Elder Entity Entis. El Shadow Winder is a floodgate. This is so that you can make Winder. This is summon Dogmatica cards. You've got your invoked monsters. This, I think, destroys a card. No, it bounces a card, which can be as good if it's a really difficult card to summon, but usually not. This... Make all monsters you control. This is really good to have on the field, just in general. This is obviously Salaman great. El Mirage is great. And the boss monster of this is Elbazoa, which is fantastic. And I might make this deck. I remember having a lot of fun with this, with like Invoked. And Dogmatica is cool. The deck itself, I think I had to learn better. I think I didn't learn it well enough. But yeah, maybe I'll make a punk deck one day. I would love to make a punk deck, but I need to, like... I don't know that I could make punk on its own. I might put it with something, you know? Grand Guinal has a great art as well. That's true. Grand Guinal? Or was I right? Was I correct? Oh, we're also making progress on this deck. For a higher runic deck. For a higher sprite runic. Unfortunately, we're still missing a lot of ultra rares. Oh my god, why is every deck I make so expensive? Why is every deck in this game so expensive? But hey, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. We got a lot of good ones. So, and then after we make this playable, we can earn some money and get some other things. In the meantime, let's go back to the room, baby. Because I have another deck. I have another deck that I haven't shown in its full glory. Its full power. Its most amazing state. Beansmith Punk or Catchura Punk is usually what you'll see. No, then no. Unfortunately not. I don't want to do Fiendsmith or Kashtira. You're welcome. The game does feel overwhelming to learn, but it's the most rewarding game. Every win makes you feel very smart. I find that's true of a lot of card games, actually. I felt that way with like a lot of Magic the Gathering and stuff. Well, Jono, I'd love to play again against you, because I don't think anyone else is going to join the room. From what I've seen, the room has become a less popular option. I can't believe you made it to Master, though. Master 1? Jono? Jono, you kooky kid? Are you still a big Branded fan? Is Branded still your main one? Is it your main squeeze? Let's freaking go. Gonna do this. I'm gonna add this guy. Why not? I'll special summon him as well. Now regular summon him. It's crazy out here. To attack position, why not? Yes, I'm going to use this to special summon this guy to my field. Yeah, I'll add a Mimighoul card to my hand. Why not? I mean, if you're offering, it would be rude for me to not accept. Ho 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 ho! Oh no, you son of a bitch! How dare you? How dare you do that to my most specialist boy of all time? I'm gonna play, I think, this guy. That seems like a good one. And then I will send... Yeah, isn't this crazy? Gonna add this. I love this card so much. Being able to just, like, steal cards from my opponent is so fun. Okay. Then what am I doing? No. Oh, I can't. I hate that I can't cancel the effect. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do this. Damn it. No, let me cancel the effect. That sucked. I clicked it by accident. Once the card lights up, why do you want to kill yourself, Lamau? Shut up. It's my birthday. I'll do what I want. I'm going to say that every day of the year now. It's my birthday. I'll do what I want. I was born every day. I didn't get that feeling from Hearthstone. Yeah. Yeah, card games where you have to outsmart your opponent are always so great. So many interactions, when you get them right, it feels amazing. The issue with like having so many interactions all at once, I find, is that you don't get the satisfaction of like being able to have more than one route. Like Yu-Gi-Oh decks are very if things don't happen in exactly the right order, you lose. Your deck didn't do well enough, too bad. But with Magic, I feel like I was able to scrape victories out a lot easier when my strategy failed. So I think it's it really depends what you're looking for in a card game, but I agree with you that like the feeling of outsmarting is so good. It's so like fantastic that it makes it worth it in any game. Linkaribo. Yeah, I got your Linkaribo. What are you even gonna do about that? Fool. My god. Oh, you got his Link Spider. You got his shitty Link Spider. I didn't get that feeling from Hearthstone. I haven't played Hearthstone in a very long time. I remember it was a lot of things about Hearthstone that I didn't like. One thing I did like was the single player mode. I think Hearthstone did single player better than most games. That's all I did in Hearthstone for a while, was that like adventure one where you get given cards as you go through, and then you sort of build a deck along the way. It's great. Not anymore, because I don't believe Branded is good in this format. God damn it, I just made Branded. Am I gonna have to dismantle Branded to make something else? I mean, fine. I'll live with it. Whichever. Whatever works. It's my party, I'll die if I want to. I don't think that's true. It's not every deck that's linear and need perfect conditions to work. Watching high-level Yu-Gi-Oh blows my mind. Yeah, no, obviously there are always going to be, like, outliers, but a lot of the time, while I've been playing, a lot of this is... A lot of decks I go up against sort of all revolve around making a thing happen. And if you negate the thing, they immediately fold back into making the thing happen. And like the outlier stuff they do outside of making that thing happen is just, you know, tech cards. And it's almost always the same tech cards that I see. Like, oh, they have a Barrel Load Dragon, or they have a Baron de Fleur, or they have Zeus or something, you know? I very rarely see a deck that seems to be going through like a lot of like a very different strategy. It's also why I love control type decks to a degree, like runic or combo decks like Tier that go with the flow. I will say that control, I think, is the most common Yu-Gi-Oh deck type. Weirdly, I don't think... I think every Yu-Gi-Oh deck has some elements of control in it, is the thing. Like, the strongest effect a monster can have in a Yu-Gi-Oh deck is that it stops your opponent from playing the game. That's always going to be the strongest effect. It doesn't matter how protected this monster is. If it stops your opponent from playing the game, it's crazy strong every single time. So, generally, a lot of like high-level boss monsters are things with negates or destruction effects or whatever, and that's very control. Most of the tech cards I see are about negating or destroying things or whatever. That's super... something like Sword Soul is the most linear deck possible. Yeah, I do agree that Sword Soul feels very linear. I think like Heroes, Elemental Heroes feels very linear, which sucks. Can I tell you how much it sucks that Elemental Heroes has become so linear? Because the whole appeal of Elemental Heroes for a long time was that it was like a toolbox that you could fusion summon a fusion monster that was appropriate for whatever situation you were in. That was like the draw for it. It's like, yeah, the monsters in E-Heroes look cool, but the fact is that they each have like different abilities. And nowadays you play against an Elemental Hero deck and it's always the same. It's Sunrise into Dark Phoenix Enforcer into maybe Plasma into what, like, it's always the same shit, you know? And that sucks so much to me. They massacred Heroes big time. One of my favorite combos in the game for a very long time was, what's the Ice Hero? The 2500 attack, Ice Elemental Hero. I forget the name. Absolute Zero, I think it is. Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. Then you mask change it into Masked Hero Poison. And what that does is it wipes the board. When Elemental Hero Absolute Zero leaves the field, then it destroys all the monsters. When Poison enters the field, it destroys all spells and traps on your opponent's side. That's awesome. I love that interaction. And I'll never see that again, basically, because it's just not worth running it when you could run, like, DPE or another Sunrise or whatever. Hi, Sky. Welcome to the stream. I'm complaining. But yeah. I just feel like I see a lot of... It feels like every Yu-Gi-Oh... Well, not every Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Like 90% of Yu-Gi-Oh decks I go up against are either... I will stop you from playing this game, or you cannot stop me from playing this game. Like, those are the two things that happens. Malice is very much in the you cannot stop me category, but something like Kashtira is like, I will end your whole career. You're not going to be allowed to play Yu-Gi-Oh ever again. I'm burning your cards off screen as we speak. And that sucks. But then I get to play against something like Duel or something like that, which was in the one of the festivals. It was, I think, in the Fusion Festival or something like that. Duel was great to play against because it was just a toolbox. You know, every Duel thing had a different effect, a different way of doing stuff. I can see why it's not a good archetype, but it's very fun to, like, watch and stuff. Oh, I lost. Thanks, Jonah. The problem is Konami lets these things happen where they keep making more floodgates. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like if more decks allowed for multiple strategies, that would be fun. One of there's a thing that Magic does with like starter decks and commander decks and stuff like that, is that if you buy a precon, they give you 2 commanders generally. Like there's the commander that's advertised on the front of the precon, and then there's like a secondary commander that's in the deck. And the great thing about that is that both of those commanders will have a similar but different strategy. Magic has its own problems, but like, I don't know. Hey, okay, Sky, I'll battle you next. I might change my deck though. Wait, hang on. Thanks for the duel. No, I'm fighting a duelist named Sky, which would absolutely be an episode of the dub. That it's just weird enough. It sounds like enough of a reference to something that it would be real. I'm psyched to duel with you, Sky. Let's do this. That's why I love Runic for a higher sprite. It's the most toolbox deck. That's why I loved Runic Sprite for a long time. I just ran basic Runic Sprite. And also why I love like Melfi. Like Melfi feels very toolboxy. Like yeah, I'm always trying to aim for the same boss monsters and whatever, but I have a whole bunch of options. I also really enjoyed Mimighoul for that reason, because all of the cards do different things. It seems fun. It was funny that the XZ monster on turn 1 just decided, welp, I'ma die today. That's because your boy is an idiot and accidentally pressed a button that he wasn't supposed to and got locked into an effect. I just gotta learn that deck better. Alright, we're gonna summon... Yeah, why not? And then, no, hang on. No, that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go into this. Nope. And then we'll, special summon. Forest, probably, yeah? Oh, is that a good idea? Yeah, no. That's the best idea. Actually, no, this was a dumb idea. I should have done it the other way. I should have gone into Gigant. No, wait, even if I went into Gigant, that wouldn't have been anything. Well, I suppose it depends. I think you have to normal summon, shit. I should have played this. I get so distracted with talking about things that I don't do things. I don't do the things I'm talking about. People hate Runic because of stun, but Runic is peak design. I love Runic. I remember a big part of my strategy for Runic Sprite was that I was, I had topological zoo something. It's the link 4 that if you summon a monster to where its arrow points, you banish all cards on the field. I always had that on my deck because I would end on something like Sprite Elf. And I'd be able to I would be able to use whatchamacallit, Masquerena, IP Masquerena, to jump Sprite Elf into Tropological, but then activate Sprite Elf's effect to summon something to its arrow, banish everything on the field. My next turn, I might have to skip the battle phase, but I would have a bunch of ways to like summon things to where the arrows point. It was crazy. Alright, what we're going to do is this. In a world. Summon this. Alright, I'm gonna do this again. Hey, Sky, what's happening? Did you just luck onto the stream or something? Like, did it just show up in your feed? And I see you're playing Mage Power Mystic Tomato, which is interesting. I haven't seen that in quite a while. Have you been playing the game for a while? Let's go into Gigant. Yes. Yes. And then I'll do this. I'll send Kitty Tail. Oh, the violin's back. Violinist is going ham. Violinist is going nuts right now. And then we go... We'll go, Catty and Gigant. We aren't actually going to do anything this turn. Now resummon Catty. And then, yeah. I'll shuffle some things back into the deck and draw a card. Like my 2 rescue cats. No, my 1 rescue cat. And Melfi Wally. And Kalantosa. So that I can summon it with Puppy and destroy something. Alright. Pop this down. Pop this down. End of my turn. No, I'm not going to summon Wally. I go to school old. I want to play old school. Oh, sorry. I mean, fair enough. If you want to play old school, just let me know beforehand, and I'll whip up an old school deck, and we can play old school. You have to normal summon a piece of yeah. Let's do this. Unfortunately, I'm about to do some real nasty shit. I'm sorry, Sky. This is not gonna be good. Bounce that to the hand. Summon Kalantosa. Bounce that to the hand. Add Penny. Melfi of the Forest triggers. Do that. Kalantosa triggers. Get rid of that. Activate Penny. I should have put Royal Rhino down. I'd be cleaning up right now. Into Axel Stardust. Yep. This feels bad. This feels bad, guys. I don't feel good about doing this. Feels like I went to someone's high school and they were playing with a starter pack, and then I whipped out like a deck I've been playing with it for 3 years. Well, no, like a year and a half, I think. When did I build the Melfi deck? Huh. I don't actually remember. You're polluting Sky with your stinky combo. But don't. Sorry. Yeah, let's chill. I only play old school. I'm sorry, Sky. I'm so sorry. In a year and a half, you have like 5 decks. Shut up. I've had more decks. I didn't start streaming Yu-Gi-Oh! When I started playing it. I've had a bunch of decks over the lifespan of this channel. I just always dismantle them and make new ones because I live in the future, Rix. I'm 3008, and you guys are 2000 late. That one got me so hard. What surprises me is how poor you are in Master Duel. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's also a matter of like, I have to, doing the stream and everything, it's a lot harder to focus on what I'm doing, you know? I wish I could just be like, yeah, no, I should be a better card player. Unfortunately, it gets a bit difficult to focus on the things I'm doing in stream. When I also have to like think about I should be talking, I should be entertaining, you know? I need to think of a funny thing to say and stuff. I have my deck slots full. I also play other games. Hey, a random dude on the internet. Thank you so much for subscribing. I love random dudes on the internet. That's how I earn most of my money. Don't take that out of context. Don't put that... Actually, no. Don't put that in context. Alright. I may have just goofed up, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. It's for memes. It's for memes, you see. This is for memes and memes alone. And memes only. Nothing but memes. I feel bad. I don't feel that bad. It's a card game. We're playing with digital cardboard. Hey, a random dude on the internet. Welcome to the streams. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Welcome to Byte Marx. Welcome to communism. Which is a thing that I can understand why people think that's what we do here. Not actually. Not technically. And then we're going to... into this fella. No, wait. Oh, this might be... This is also going to be rough. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, let's just seal fate now. seal fate, as it were. Put this in the graveyard. Summon a raccoon spirit. A little tanuki with 4,500 attack. Let's go. I'll use your stream as background noise while I play. Nice. That's the best use for my stream. Now let's put it on Melfi of the Forest. Why not? Who I should have not put into attack mode. Why did I do that? Yeah, I enjoyed beating your ass. No, I'm kidding. I did feel bad. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Not to flex. You beat Sans? Whoa, Rix! Holy shit, you beat Sans? That's amazing, dude. Congrats in the chat to Rix, please. That's insane. Sans is a crazy difficult boss fight. I have my deck slots. How many deck slots do you get? Like 20? Or something like that? I will never fill 20 deck slots. I have no thing. Thank you, ladies. No autographs. 25? How do you fill 25 deck slots, man? What the hell, Rix? That's crazy. Seriously though, have you been playing this game since it started, or are you just like smarter with your cards than I am? Maybe it's because I try not to build meta decks. I'm actually really dumb about it. I shouldn't be like this, but I do very frequently go like, no, I'm not gonna build a deck that's on meta. I'm gonna be cool and interesting and special and build a random invoked deck that, like, invoked hasn't been a good archetype for 3 years or something, and I just didn't research it. Or I did research it and I don't care. It is still 2. All 25, By never dismantling? It could never be me. I dismantle like crazy. That's just who I am, homie. I don't live in the past. As a great man, a great and wise man with a fantastic ass once said, y'all are 2000 and late, but I am 3008. This was paraphrased. Man, I used to run a Zodiac deck. Like a Zodiac Tri-Brigade. I remember I played that deck a bunch. That was one of my first ever. And I had Runic Sprite. I had the Invoke deck. I built the Sushi deck pretty early into my career in Yu-Gi-Oh! What else did I build? The first thing I ever, like, the first, like, structure deck I ever bought, one of the only structure decks I ever bought was the Dark Magician one. Because besides, like, Red Eyes and, like, Baby Dragon and stuff like that, Dark Magician was my favorite card from the original show. So I went in to play with Dark Magician. And it seemed like it was constantly getting support. So, like, hell yeah. But which monster will you choose? Oh, shit. I forgot. Melfi Hide and Seek protects my beast monsters from being destroyed. Okay. Yeah, let's cancel that. Thank you for the game, Sky. I'm sorry I didn't know. I'm sorry I didn't know that you were playing old school. I promise if you want to play again sometime, we will play old school, I promise. Just let me know beforehand and we'll do it. But I think that's going to be the stream. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out on stream, especially on my birthday, when I turn 111. And I have to now give my nephew a ring that he will get undeniable trauma from and an invisible crack addiction. But, you know, that's just life. Sometimes you gotta live it, you know? Gotta know when to hold him, gotta know when to fold him. And this ring is gonna fold my nephew, for sure. Thank you, Doodles. You're the only one who gets my autograph. No, I didn't play since the start, actually. So literally just not dismantling means you fill up your, so you don't, like, get rid of decks or anything? You just keep all the cards forever? Dang. Dang, Rix. You know what? Maybe I should take a lesson from you and never dismantle again. How is Sky not dead yet? Oh, because I fuck around too much. Is it actually your birthday? I really can't tell by your tone when you're sarcastic. Oh, that's because my voice is bad. And I speak in a monotone. I have done for my entire life. I'm being genuine. Just a heads up. This is just how my voice sounds. I am not being sarcastic at all. It is actually my birthday. Sounds like a nice life, I suppose. I mean, it's great. I get to go finish my novel and smoke weed with my tall wizard friend and hang out with a bunch of elves. Thank you, Rix. Any good card I keep, even if I don't use the deck, that's fair. You dismantle all bad cards. You see, the problem is I have trouble telling what's a good card and a bad card, which is maybe a skill I need to learn. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been fun. We finished 2 decks. We finished Mimighoul and Branded, which we've been trying to do for weeks now. That's crazy. And we're building a Malice deck. We're maybe building a Dogmatica deck. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll do it together. Hand in hand, foot in the door, feet in our mouths, eyes on the prize. Yeehaw, cowabunga. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm releasing a new video pretty soon. I'm going to be working on it a lot this weekend. It's a Digimon video, which I know we haven't really done before, but hopefully you guys like it. It's another sort of like one of my kind of semi-animated ones. In the meantime, go and check out our shorts. There's a new animated short on the channel about Warhammer. And I worked really hard on it. Go and check it out. Go and check out the another short I did about the time I drew someone a profile picture. In the meantime, have a good weekend. Stay safe, stay friendly, stay calm, stay watching, stay away from giant robots named Zeus. They will wipe your boards clean. But it's not in the way that you're thinking. Not in like a good handyman way. In like a bad... This metaphor got away from me. And stay magical, everybody. So long. Malice will make you go on a power trip, Lamau. I can't wait. It would be so nice to be powerful for one. I say. Alright, bye everybody.